What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about privacy policy. We're talking about $2,500 fines for each time you violate somebody's privacy on your website. This is a real important video. Watch this. All right, guys, so if you're watching this video, I just want you to know that I'm purposely leaving out a lot of things. I'd like you, as the person watching this, to do your own research. I am not a lawyer. This video is only for information purposes only. So I'd like you to do your own due diligence by looking up the laws in your state and throughout, the United States, because fines are coming for each violation. So I'm going to just briefly go over it with you. I'm going to provide the links in the description below. And if you decide that you want to upgrade your privacy policy, I'll put a link in the description below where you'll be able to get that. But right now, I just want I want to introduce the idea to you that you have a problem, right? That's all I want to do right now is just introduce that you have a problem, and then do your own research. And then there's a link on the bottom if you want to solve the problem through the link that I provided or anywhere else. I don't do affiliate, so I didn't provide an affiliate link. You go do whatever you want to do. I'm just here to show you that you have a problem that you don't know about. All right, guys, so I've been doing website design for probably over 25 years. I've told that story before in some other videos, but I started in the mid to late 90s actually designing websites where when I had to show my clients my work, I had to plug into their AOL and wait for it to log on. All right, so I've been doing this for a very long time. And up until recently, I'll be the first one to admit that I found either a privacy policy on a competitor's website or somewhere in a different state, and just switched it out, just swapped out the privacy policy, or I used a free privacy policy generator that just did it. And there's privacy policies on some of my websites from 2010. The laws have changed, and if you're listening to this video, your website designer, or if you did the website yourself, either did not include a privacy policy, or if they did include a privacy policy, it was just taken from another website. If it's not dynamically created, meaning that if it's not dynamically generated, meaning that if California passes a new law tomorrow regarding privacy policy, and you have something on there that's static from last year, moving forward, you're subject to the penalties if somebody from California comes to your website. Now, you may say, well, what happens if they don't fill out a form? As long as you have Google Analytics on your website, you're collecting data. Some people have a Facebook pixel on their website. That's collecting data. You ever notice that, you go to a website for, shoes, and then you look on your Instagram, your Facebook later on, and you see ads for the same shoes you were looking at, because it's collecting your data. It's collecting your history from what you're looking at, right? I'm giving you the easy, oversimplified idea as to how that works, right? So what the 93% of the citizens say, hey, I want to know how you're using my data, right? So U.S. Congress, the European unions got together and they put together a bunch of laws, privacy policy laws. And we as website owners need to obey these laws. If not, one of our customers can complain, and the fines are as high as $2,500 per visitor. Okay. Now, if you collect sensitive information like name, phone number, uh, uh, email address, physical address, God forbid, social security number, then the fines could be even worse, right? This isn't a video here to scare you. This is a video to just make you aware. You have a privacy policy copied from another website, right? It needs to be dynamic, meaning that as you sleep, if new laws are generated, it needs to change on your website. It needs to let people know how they could opt out if they don't want to be tracked on your website, or if you're collecting email addresses, how they could opt out and how they could stop receiving your information and being tracked by you. Right? It's a whole big thing. And like I said, I'm keeping it really basic. So I am going to put a link below for a company that I've researched and I've spoke to the owner, and it's called Termageddon. He offered me an affiliate link that I could put on the bottom, and I could make a couple of dollars for each link. It's not that I don't believe in it. I believe in it, and I am adding it to my website. However, I just don't do affiliates right now. I just don't. I kind of think that when somebody is doing an affiliate, they have something to gain by you purchasing it, and I have nothing to gain, right? So this week I am going to put out a letter to my clients saying, would you like this service? And if you don't, you need to email me telling them that you refuse this service, because I don't want any part of a lawsuit in 1 year or 5 years down the line and them saying that they didn't know. So I would suggest anybody watching this video, like I said, I'm keeping it very light. The links are below. You do your own research, and I have a link to the Termageddon website where you could sign up. I think it's a yearly charge, and it works dynamically, meaning that as states change their laws, it changes on your website. Go to your website right now, look at your privacy policy. If you have one, it was copied from another website, and it doesn't change as the laws change, and you need to keep up with that. So the link is below. Maybe the fellows from Termageddon will buy me a beer or something one day, So I wanted to get this information out. I don't like to put out gloomy news, right? I like to, hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to teach you the 12 steps as to how to get in the 3-pack. I like that type of stuff. But this is something that's really important. And I spoke to the owner of Termageddon. The fellow's name is Hans, real nice guy. We had a meeting last week, and I was going to put out this whole video, and I was going to go through every single law. You know what? I was a CO, meaning a correction officer, not a CEO, right? I worked for the Department of Correction for 20 years. I know better than to get too deep into legal, right? So I'm not going to do that. You're going to do your own research, and if it's something that you want to do, the link is below. The company's name is Termageddon, and I suggest that you sign up and have a dynamic privacy policy put on your website ASAP, right? California right now probably has the strictest of laws, but everybody's soon to follow, because let's face it, as citizens, as private citizens, you want to know what companies are doing with your data. I mean, I can't blame anybody, right? You go visit a website, you put your name and address, now you start getting wacky emails. You go on your Instagram and you're seeing all the stuff that you searched for is on your Instagram. You're being tracked, and people want to know how they're being tracked and how could I get my information off this. I don't want to be tracked. Most people don't want to be tracked. I remember when Easy Pass first came out, right? The toll collection little plate that you put in your car. There was a lot of people that didn't want it because they thought the government was tracking them. I was just going back and forth to work. I personally didn't care. But, there's a lot of people that really care about this stuff, and rightfully so, especially if you have children,
right? You want to know the safety. You want to make sure that they're safe online. So I can't blame anybody for wanting to know how their information is being used. I don't know if they deserve $2,500 for everybody that they find out. And I don't know who gets the $2,500, either the person or the government, or they do a split. I don't know. That could probably be a good business, professional snitch, you know? But anyway, guys, I want everybody to have a nice day. I want you to, do a little research. I have the links below. If you'd like to use the company Termageddon, I have the link in the description below. If you have any questions about this, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. What different states are doing at this time, and the right to opt out and the right to sue. I provided charts on that. You'll do your own research. This could be an hour video. I want to try to make it as short as possible, so this way you understand the severity. You need to take a look at your website right now. Take a look at your website, look at your privacy policy, ask your web developer how they got this privacy policy. And if they're honest with you, they'll say they copied it or it was auto-generated. And it's static, meaning that it was made last year or 10 years ago. It's not dynamic, meaning it doesn't change as the laws change. So let's get that done right away. If there's something I could do to help you, feel free. You guys could call or text me anytime. I have my cell number on this form right here. You could text me anytime. My email address is located below, brettmaletta@gmail.com. Please make sure you take care of your family, kiss your wife, kiss your kids, clean up, and help out around the house. With that, guys, we'll see you Wednesday. Thank you.